Hello, I'm just it's f.o.o, the O initials. I'm gonna do another law book reading of another one of my law books. Right? Okay. There it says Access to Neighbouring Land Act 1992, Administration of Estates Act 1925, Administration of Justice Act 1970, Administration of Justice Act 1973, Administration of Justice Act 1982, Charging Orders Act 1979, Charities Act 2011, Civil Partnership Act 2004, Common Law Procedure Act 1852, Common House and Lease House Reform Act 2002, Contracts, Rights of Third Parties Act 1999, County Courts Act 1984, Defective Premises Act 1972, Equality Act 2010, Family Law Act 1996, Family Law Reform Act 1987, Forfeiture Act 1982, Housing Act 1988, Human Rights Act 1998, Inheritance Provision for Family Independence Act 1975, Insolvency Act 1986, Intestate Estates Act 1952, Land Charges Act 1972, Land Registration Act 1925, Land Registration Act 2002, Landlord and Tenant Act 1927, Landlord and Tenant Act 1954, Landlord and Tenant Act 1985, Landlord and Tenant Act 1988, Landlord and Tenant Convents Act 1995, Law of Property Act 1922, Law of Property Act 1925, Law of Property Act 1969, Law of Property Entitled Interest Act 1932, Law of Property Joint Tenants Act 1964, Law of Property Miscellaneous Provisions Act 1989, Law of Property Miscellaneous Provisions Act 1994, Leasehold Property Repairs Act 1938, Legal Aid Sentencing and Punishment of Offenders Act 2012, Limitations Act 1980, Local Land Charges 1975, Matrimonial Proceedings and Property Act 1970, Mortgage Repossessions, Protection of Tenants, etc. Act 2010, Party War, etc. Act 1996, Perpetuities and Accumulations Act 1964, Perpetuities and Accumulation Act 2009, Prescriptions Act 1832, Protections from Eviction Act 1977, Rent Charges Act 1977, Renting Homes Wales Act 2016, Rights of Light Act 1959, Senior Courts Act 1981, Settled Land Act 1925, Treasure Act 1996, Trustees Act 1925, Trustees Act 2000, Trustee Delegation Act 1999, Trust Capital and Income Act 2013, Trust of Land and Appointment of Trustees Act 1996, Variations of Trust Act 1955, Wills Act 1832, Wills Act 1968, Wills, Soldiers and Sailors Act 1918, Should we go for a little more? Should we go for a little more? Nah, I'm just gonna film now. I just like really getting a bit cunt. Yeah. Supposedly, yeah. Should get a job in the Queen's Council, huh? Like, yeah. Like, please, at 4 minutes and 57 seconds. I think it's that time. What do you say? It could have been the Lord probably at 9:25, but petrol station. I haven't seen it in a long time. Oh, the world of libraries have to be scanned, huh? Good data input. Okay. Okay, well that's a big arena. But it's the fighting of these and that today. Fighting the property law. Okay, about the fight publisher. Remember, subscribe.